Imagine your best friend announces their engagement, and the whole world is watching. Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce just made headlines with their engagement, but the spotlight quickly shifted to Selena Gomez, Taylor's closest confidant. Today, we're diving into Selena's heartfelt reaction, the subtle signs fans picked up on, and the surprising twist no one saw coming. So here's a question for you. When your best friend gets engaged, do you burst into tears of joy, or do you get that gut feeling of worry? Drop your honest take in the comments, because Selena's response has everyone debating the difference between loyalty and concern. It started like a spark that turned into wildfire. Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce's engagement news traveled faster than a Super Bowl touchdown. Within minutes, fans across continents were posting reactions, from teary videos to celebratory memes. Mainstream outlets crashed servers with the announcement, calling it the cultural moment of the year. For Taylor, this was more than romance. It was a symbol of blending music, sports, and global stardom. For Selena Gomez, though, it meant something deeply personal. Friendship gets tested in public. Big news always shakes the circle. The takeaway? Viral news isn't just noise, it transforms private joy into public spectacle. Before she said a word, Selena spoke volumes. Fans noticed her subtle move, liking a photo of Taylor and Travis together just hours after the announcement. No caption, no emojis, no statement. Just a quiet digital nod. In an era where silence screams louder than words, this told followers two things: she was watching, and she was processing. The restraint fueled speculation. Was she overjoyed, or was she holding back deeper emotions? Sometimes silence is strategy. For anyone navigating friendships in the social media era, the lesson is clear: not every thought needs instant publication. Pause before you post. Here's the thing, out of all Taylor's friends, Selena's reaction carries the most weight. Their friendship has survived more than a decade of fame, heartbreaks, and reinventions. They've been each other's anchors when the spotlight turned harsh. So when Taylor announces something as monumental as an engagement, fans naturally look to Selena first. Her approval isn't just personal, it's symbolic. It reassures Swifties that the bond is unshakable, even when life chapters change. Her silence or her words ripple worldwide. The takeaway? In any circle, there's always one voice everyone listens for. Not all reactions made it online. Inside Taylor's tight-knit inner circle, the engagement sparked a whirlwind of emotions: cheers, tears, and a little disbelief. Reports suggest a small group of friends knew ahead of time, but for others, it landed as a shock. Selena, known for being fiercely protective, kept her cards close. Friends described her as emotional but supportive, balancing excitement with reflection. Engagements don't just change the couple, they reshape the entire friend group dynamic. Every yes is a ripple effect. The lesson here: major milestones are shared not just between two people, but with everyone who loves them. Picture this: Selena, away from cameras, reportedly sharing with a close friend that she's overwhelmed but happy for Taylor. That mix of joy and nostalgia is relatable. When a best friend takes a life-changing step, it can feel like you're both celebrating and saying goodbye to an era. For Selena, who has leaned on Taylor through storms, this engagement meant change was inevitable. She admitted it feels surreal. Happiness can still sting. The takeaway? Big milestones remind us that growth brings joy, but it also reshapes the familiar. Then came the moment no one expected. Selena broke her silence publicly. On a viral post celebrating the engagement, she left a short but heartfelt comment: she deserves every ounce of this happiness. Just 10 words, yet they set social media ablaze. Fans read between the lines. Was it pure celebration, or a gentle reminder of past heartbreaks Taylor endured? The brevity amplified the impact. Small words spark big reactions. The lesson here? Sometimes the simplest public statement carries more power than an entire press release. According to insiders, Selena's private words to Taylor were far more layered than her public comment. She reportedly told her, "I just want to make sure he's the one who protects your heart." That protective tone speaks volumes. She wasn't doubting Taylor's happiness, but rather guarding it like only a lifelong friend could. In private, Support often comes packaged with caution. Love celebrates, but friendship protects. The takeaway? True friends aren't afraid to voice concerns behind the scenes, even when the world is clapping in unison. Every engagement comes with an unspoken test. How does it reshape the bonds around it? For Selena and Taylor, this wasn't just about saying yes to a ring, but yes to a shift in their dynamic. Late-night talks, single-girl adventures, even holiday traditions, all of that changes. For some friends, it can feel like losing a chapter. For Selena, it's about adjusting to Taylor's new role while holding onto their foundation. Change always tests connection. The lesson? Growth in friendships demands flexibility, not fear. Selena has always been known as Taylor's steady shield, and this moment was no different. Sources say she voiced quiet concern about the pace of Taylor and Travis's whirlwind romance. Not disapproval, but cautious love, the kind of skepticism only a best friend dares to express. After all, she's seen Taylor weather highly public relationships before. Care can look like caution. The takeaway? A loyal friend doesn't just cheer, they safeguard, making sure joy isn't clouded by risk. Selena's words and silence ignited a storm of interpretations. Some fans praised her as the ultimate supportive bestie, celebrating Taylor's fairy tale moment. Others read between the lines, arguing that her tone carried subtle concern. Social media turned into a battleground of loyalty versus worry, joy versus caution. And just like that, Selena's role in the engagement story became its own headline. Perception fuels the drama. The lesson? In the age of viral news, even the smallest reactions get magnified into narratives. Quick pause, if you've ever had mixed feelings about a friend's relationship, hit like so we know you're with us. Selena's perspective isn't formed in a vacuum, it's shaped by her own history. She's been through public heartbreaks, breakups dissected online, and relationships that taught her how fast affection can sour under the spotlight. Watching Taylor step into engagement, Selena couldn't help but filter it through her scars. That's why her reaction carried nuance, not blind cheer. Experience leaves echoes. The takeaway? Our past heartbreaks often color how we view our friends' new love stories, and it's natural to mix joy with protectiveness. Taylor, knowing Selena's protective streak, reportedly made a point of pulling her in close during the celebrations. Whether through a late-night FaceTime or private toast, she reminded Selena that nothing would change their bond. It was Taylor's way of saying, "You're not losing me, you're gaining family." For Selena, that reassurance mattered as much as the ring itself. Inclusion strengthens bonds. The takeaway? In friendships, reassurance is powerful. It prevents milestones from feeling like walls. When the private engagement party rolled around, all eyes were on one question: would Selena be there? Reports hint she slipped in quietly, avoiding cameras, choosing presence over publicity. Witnesses described hugs, laughter, even tears as she toasted Taylor's happiness. But what stood out most was her low profile. She wasn't performing for the headlines, she was simply being a best friend. Presence speaks louder than posts. The takeaway? Sometimes, showing up quietly in the background is the strongest gesture of love. If the party was private, the internet was anything but. Fans dissected every detail of Selena's online activity, which photos she liked, which ones she didn't, even the choice of emojis. Conspiracies bloomed from digital crumbs, with hashtags like #SelenaKnows trending overnight. This is the paradox of celebrity friendship. Personal emotions become public puzzles. Clicks rewrite intentions. The lesson? In the digital age, silence, likes, and timing all become statements, whether you intend them or not. At the heart of this story isn't just romance, it's resilience. Selena and Taylor's bond has been a constant reminder that female friendships can outlast fame, heartbreak, and shifting seasons. Their connection shows that while partners may come and go, true friendship is the anchor that keeps us steady. Fans see their loyalty as a model for what long-term support looks like. Friendship is the foundation. The takeaway? Celebrate love, but never underestimate the strength of a friend who has stood by you for years. Selena's reaction became more than gossip. It sparked conversations about loyalty, honesty, and how friends should handle life's milestones. Commentators pointed out how her protective tone resonated with anyone who has ever wanted the best for a friend, even with doubts. What started as celebrity news morphed into a cultural debate about what support really looks like. Celebrity moments become cultural mirrors. The takeaway? Pop culture isn't just entertainment, it often reflects the dilemmas we all face in our own circles. So, what happens now with Taylor, Travis, and Selena forming a new dynamic? Some insiders suggest Travis is already making efforts to include Selena, inviting her into game day suites and group dinners. Others wonder if Selena will naturally step back as Taylor's life shifts. Either way, this is uncharted territory for all three. Every new bond rewrites the old. The takeaway? Friendships evolve when romance enters the picture, and the key is finding balance instead of rivalry. Here's the part most fans didn't know: Selena may have actually helped set the stage for this romance long before the proposal. Rumors point to her encouraging Taylor to embrace happiness openly, even after past heartbreaks. If true, Selena wasn't just reacting to the engagement, she played a role in shaping it. Behind-the-scenes influence is real. The takeaway? True friends don't just stand by. Sometimes, they quietly help write the love story itself. Selena's reaction wasn't just about Taylor and Travis, it was about what it means to love a friend enough to celebrate them, even while guarding their heart. Her silence, her words, her presence, they all painted a picture of loyalty mixed with humanity. And if this moment taught us anything, it's that friendship doesn't end with an engagement. It deepens, adapts, and proves its strength under new light. Every milestone tests love and loyalty. And just when you think the story is over, Taylor already has her next move lined up, something even bigger, and trust me, you'll want to hear it.